Hi everyone, I'm Trace. Welcome into my channel. Thank you to those who are returning and welcome into those who are here for the first time. I am doing a little message for us today. I'm going to use my Tarot of Oneness. This deck is an indie deck and it's one of my treasured beautiful decks that I have. So if you're here for a nice tarot reading, you are in the right place. So let's see what's coming through for us today. Let's see what energy we need to align with. What's going to help us today? Angel, spirits, guides, what's going to help us today is a collective. Do we need two or three? No, I'm going to choose one more here. I want one to come out and tell me what we need to hear. There it is. So we'll see what these two say, and then I'll look at the bottom of the deck. And I've also got a beautiful Wisdom of the Oracle deck to use afterwards. And here we've got 5 of Swords. Wow. And we have Ace of Swords. So those of you out there that are really going through a time where you feel... Look at this card. You can have a look at it and see that it's got a lot of, there's no water. There's no plants growing, and only plant that seems to be growing is where the trophy is. And it's saying to us that we are not anything if we don't win. That the trophy is on top of this little plant that's trying to come out of the cracks. And that, is a bit of a metaphor for us all at the moment. I don't know about you, but everybody feeling out there not winning. It feels like it's quite dredgy out. There's a lot of political things that give us fear. There's a lot of, if you bring it back to your personal life, you could be really battling in your own circle with your children, maybe at school, with the friends around, the groups of your children, or yourself, maybe in your circle of friends. There is somebody that's really struggling, or even it could be yourself, or it could be in your workplace. There could be people that are saying terrible words to you, and what you want to do is just retaliate and scream and say, shut up, I don't want to have your opinion. And if you're driving in your car, everybody might be irking you. And the energy isn't actually all that at the moment. The energy coming through for the next couple of days, we're going into a Leo moon. I think it's a waxing moon. We're going into a new moon. So let me just actually check on that, put this on pause and just check that up. Okay, I checked it up, and it's actually a waning Leo moon, which is so nice for us apparently, because Leo is a very positive energy. It's a connecting to your heart energy, and this is a very mind energy that's come through today, saying to us that winning at all costs. There isn't that, try to move away from that winning at all costs attitude where we have to retaliate with words and be right because the person has hurt us. Now, that's not going to get us anywhere. That's just going to get us back in the beginning of the circle, and the land will become more and more barren. You will feel more and more dry and alone and not nourished enough. And I think this is what this card is all about. This card is all about putting you in a place where you can focus on what is driving you away from what your heart really wants. And this Leo moon I kept talking about, it's a beautiful moon. It's giving us the energy of winning. Actually, it's almost like we want to progress and have fun over the next couple of days. I think that's going to help us. I think that is the emotional support that we need, because we can't only be in our minds the whole time. We need to get back to our heads somehow, and we need to be our own support systems, because in this space here we're just living life to react. And that mental energy can really make us tired, make us irritable with our family, irritable with our jobs. And that's when you feel like life is on top of you. So I think in order for us to move forward, let's be enthusiastic about changing that mindset. And that is what this card is all about. Look how beautiful and bright this card is compared to this. This card is flashing. So what Spirit is saying to us today is the Ace of Swords is that mindset where you completely opposite to this actually. And you can see in the cup here, you've got the reflection of this card saying to you that it's available to you. You have that one little switch that you can move over of yourself and get into this beautiful mindset, get into this happy sacral chakra mindset where you are creative, where you are using your mind for good things, not going down rabbit holes. And let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. And we have the 10 of Swords. Sorry, it's 2 of Swords. Exactly. You have that decision to go through the blue pool or the green pool door. And this is saying to you, it's another sword card. Wow. So I think Spirit is definitely giving us that message today. My lovelies out there, saying to us, you have the decision. This is your life. You have everything in your hands. You don't have to let outside influences make you a nasty person or take things personally. So let's see what's coming through from our Wisdom of the Oracle. Let's have a look to see what wants to come through to give us extra encouragement for today. Wisdom of the Oracle, what do you have for us? And we have building blocks. So those blocks are yours. This is your life. This is your creation. This day that we are watching this video is your creation. How are you going to build your blocks? Look how she's standing at the top there. I'm trying to see what she's doing. Oh, she's just using her own energy to build her blocks. And that's exactly what this card is. Get to a space in your life where you're using everything at your disposal to make your life better, to use your mind, your spirit, everything inside of you to make your life better. You know, what this card is saying to you is that, you know, when you start at a strong foundation, you won't have the cracks. You know, the cracks in this concrete here won't come. And everything that you need to sort of cultivate or excavate your life starts with the way that, first of all, your attitude. So your relationships around you will change. The decision that you make today, it's almost like it's underwritten. And in that space, you will have that foundation that just you build onto. You can't have strength in your life if you've got this foundation that's already crumbling, and that is your mind, that is your thoughts, that is where you sort of go to in that dark place. And a lot of us do that. There's a lot of us that are in a dark place at the moment, and I understand that totally. But making the changes today, just by that one step, just by deciding which door you're going to go through, and of course we can't all be euphoric and brush away our problems, but what we can do is start somewhere. And I think that's what Spirit is saying to us today. Start in the crack. Address the actual foundation of where you're starting each day. You'll find that every little mind step will change in a positive way, and you'll design something totally different. I mean, look at this beautiful bright card here. This is amazing. This whole energy has changed in your advice card, and make that decision today. So remove the rotten from your mind. I think that's where you have to start from, the integrity of who you are, that blueprint, and then replace it with something as solid as that kind of mindset. And I think that's where this whole message is leading you to today. So decide that right now. Find that in yourself. It's your decision. It really is. And it's just a mindset shift. I know that is so easy for me to say, but just start with that one little thought. Don't look at the bigger picture. Just start with one little thought, and you will find that there'll be grass growing in your tainted mind, I want to say. Take care, everyone, and I hope you find your peace today.